What's up, guys? It's Dave Marshall, the RC Air Marshal. Hey, I wanted to do a quick update video on my Blue Angels F-18. You guys have seen it already, and it was, for the most part, complete, but there was a couple of finishing touches that I wanted to do on it to kind of give it a little more pop and scale fidelity. I know I had mentioned during one of the live chats, I think during the Pilot's Lounge, that I was going to do a video on the airbrush kit that I got, but unfortunately the airbrush that I received, I went with one of the cheap ones and it didn't work worth a crap. And rather than trying to get an airbrush that may or may not work, I ended up returning it and got another one of the same model, and that one was also a piece of crap. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought a fairly expensive airbrush. It was about $100, $150, I think. It's an Iwata Eclipse, and that thing is awesome. And I've been using it quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and let you guys take a look at, some of the little touches that I've done on the F-18 and look at the airbrush setup. We'll see you on the flip side. All right, so here's my my makeshift paint booth. It's just some poster board from my flight test building days. I've had this stuff for about a year and wasn't doing anything with it. So hey, why not make a little spray booth for my my airbrushing, experimentation. So I've got quite a bit of stuff. That's just some top coat, and you may see there, that's one of the things I'm working on for the Blue Angels F-18. But the airbrush I got is this guy right here, the Iwata Eclipse HPCS, made in Japan. This thing is awesome. And if you're going to be doing some airbrushing, even if you're going to be using it for doing stupid stuff, I'd say that this thing is absolutely worth the money. It works so much better than the crap ones. The inside of the cup is also polished, so it's very easy to clean. I think I've still got some white paint down in there from some of the painting I've been doing. But this thing is very easy to clean. It's very easy to use. It's got an awesome, the spray pattern is awesome. It atomizes the paint very well. It's very well machined. It's got some, just some design features in it, and it's, just from an engineering perspective, that make it much better than like the $20 airbrushes that you can get from Amazon. So, if you're looking to get an airbrush and you're kind of serious about, wanting to use it and getting great results, I highly recommend go ahead and spend the extra money on a really good airbrush. This came with an inline moisture separator that goes right here, and I also bought the quick disconnect fitting that goes on there. But like I said, this airbrush has been fantastic so far. I highly recommend it. The other one was a Master G44. That thing was a piece of crap. Stay away from it. Maybe Master makes a few good models, but the G44 is a piece of crap. Now, what I do have, that I got when I got that Master airbrush, is this little compressor setup. This is a Master, I think it's a TC40. It is a compressor with a 3-liter tank. It comes with a regulator, a moisture separator, and a pressure gauge. I've been running my airbrush at about 20 psi, and for what I'm doing for like coverage painting, it's been fantastic. I did, do a bunch of experimenting. You can see, up here, I've got a bunch of scribbles and crap. This is just kind of where I throw paint on the board just to get the airbrush going. And, it looks like I'm some kind of like starving artist of putting graffiti all over the board, which is pretty funny. But, there's a cup that I've been messing around with. But you know, like I was saying, um, the airbrush has been fantastic. If you're thinking about getting one, do it. It is so much easier than spray cans. I mean, I still have, you know, a couple of old spray cans for top coats. You know, whether that's like clear coats, dull coats, things like that. I mean, there's some stuff that I'm going to use a rattle can for, but, you know, for actual color coverage, detail, color, I'm going to start using an airbrush from now on because you have so much more control. There's so much less prep work that needs to be done. It's totally worth it. Now, getting to the F-18, I have been working on the landing gear because the Freewing F-18, the landing gear is aluminum, and it just doesn't look scale. So I've taken the front gear and the main gear. I actually disassembled them. Excuse me. I disassembled them and painted the struts white, and they look awesome. They've actually got some dull coat drying on them right now to prevent the paint from coming off. You know, you have to do some weird prep work when you're working with brushed aluminum or machined aluminum. You have to use like an etching primer and then spray the components and then do some kind of top coat to prevent the, you know, the paint from coming off. So hopefully the paint will stay on these guys, but for now they look awesome. And now we'll get over to the airplane. So this is my Blue Angels F-18, and you can probably see immediately what I've been doing, because the Freewing Blue Angels F-18, the inside of the landing gear housings is blue, which is really dumb because it's not blue on the actual airplane. So I've gone ahead and painted that white. You can see I went ahead and painted right over the servo, the retracts. Everything is white in there now. And I also painted the insides of the intakes white, which is scaled to the Blue Angels F-18. And I have painted the rear, the main gear, landing gear cavities as well, to just give it a little more scale fidelity. Not that anyone will ever see it, but I will, and I want this plane to be as accurate as possible. Let's flip back around. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please excuse the mess right now. We just bought a house, and we're going to be moving soon, so things are in a bit of disarray. I'm pretty happy with how the Blue Angels F-18 is coming along. I know I've actually done you know, quite a bit of work on it already, and had the plane assembled, had you know, the elevator fix that I posted earlier. That thing is working out well still, and this is just kind of some of the final touches, you know, before it meets its final resting place. And I think I've come to the decision that I may donate this airplane to the Captain Jeff Kuss Memorial at the airport where Captain Kuss was flying out of the day that he crashed. They have a little museum set up that has a lot of memorabilia from the different air shows, the Great Tennessee air shows that they've been having there for, you know, for a long time. And I think I may donate this airplane to the museum and just pull all of the, you know, the main electronics, servos, EDF, ESC motor, all the electronics, you know, and just leave the retracts in there so it'll still have the landing gear, because I don't want to wreck it. But you know, I may keep this one, and I don't know what I'll do with it yet. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.